What's up, dudes? I have hackers. I'm getting together this video. This is at the beginning. I took a screenshot. This came through again this morning. I have hackers who are hacking into my YouTube, and they changed what I said. So in this next video, I'm going to be talking about the curse that's going forth. Yeah, and it says it's going forth to pro-choice people. It's the pro-life people, the forced birthers that have to donate their gala dresses. So this is a channeled message. I've had my YouTube hacked. The hacker edits me all the time, edits out my teeth, makes me look fatter than I am, changes my neck, does all sorts of things. Yeah, it's like my teeth are literally hacked out. So this isn't just like Molly being weird. No, this is like something that's happening to me. And then now they changed it so it sounds like I'm saying the other people are getting cursed. For the record, the people with the bloated bobbleheads of moral righteousness. Okay, now I feel like I have the hiccups. Are about to have a complete collapse of false reality. So I'm going to put the first video that I published, and then I watched it back and I said, what? And then Spirit said, Wild West AI hacker changed the audio of what she said, karma to suit their needs. So there is some lessons that Spirit is trying to bring forth, and you'll see how it all happens. And then there will be a third video. It's like this is the first one. The second one is what I'm talking about. And then the third one is a longer part where we'll just kind of sit down and get real. All right, that's what's about to happen. Want to hang out? What's up, dudes? One more soul school lesson. Do you know how they used to kill Vestal virgins? What? Yeah, Vestal virgins were picked oftentimes as children, got removed from their family, and just had to go live in a temple with a bunch of other chicks. And their job was to keep the fire lit and be a virgin. You know what happens if the virgin falls in love? If, like, the dude who I hear Boulevard, the dude who brings the bread to the temple is so handsome. What a wonderful croissant. Yeah, and then they fall in love. Guess what happens? They kill her. Oh. Yep. They killed the Vestal Virgin. Yeah, she's tainted now. She fell in love. She got it on with a dude. But they do it in the most cowardly way possible. The bloated bobbleheads of moral righteousness. Yeah. Because nobody really wants to be, like, well, if I actually killed the Vestal Virgin, like, there's that that, like, what if God will get pissed off at me? Yeah. But she needs to die. Well, Yeah, I don't want to be the one to do it. See, I want to flex my ego, but I don't want to be held responsible for the morals of it. So what they did was build a little cubby, little kind of size of a closet room, push her in there, give her a candle and a loaf of bread, and then they brick her up. Seal her alive in there. See, they don't kill her, technically. She just dies. That is so fucked up. Yeah. So let's talk about pro-choice and forced birth. Forced birth is also known as pro-life. You're either forced birth or pro-choice. I hear cholo. So pro-choice means you agree that a woman should have sovereignty over her own body. You're either one team or the other team. There's no in-between gray area. You can't say, well, I'm this team, but I don't think women who have been raped or incest should be forced to. Okay, so now you get to choose who can have sovereignty and who can't. Yeah, no, who made you God? You don't get to have that Vestal Virgin moment where you just push her into the room and break her up. Oh, well, I didn't kill her. Well, I think rape and incest, No, then you shouldn't be team forced birth. You don't get to claim a team and then say, but no, I don't agree with what they stand for. You're either one team or the other. And if you're team forced birth, you are forcing women and children into those little closets, making them get bricked up for 9 months, and you're forcing them to have those rape babies, whether or not you agree with it. That's your team. That's where the big bowl that all you forced birthers jacking off your egos, telling yourself you're going to save babies, that's where the ball landed. So you don't get to give yourself a free pass. No, you're part of a vile team if you're forced birth. And you're going to have to face your God one day and explain who made you God. When God says, that energy that I created that was supposed to be created by this powerful light worker for 7 weeks and then slingshotted to another part of the universe, you fucked it all up. Who made you God? All you people who force women and children to have children and then say, get off welfare. Hypocrites. All of you who loved going to the pro-choice galas in your gala dresses. Yeah, once again, Spirit, I've channeled this several times. If you haven't done it, your karma is starting today, 100-fold. If you ever went to a pro-choice gala and you got all dressed up in your pretty dress, Spirit is saying your divine purpose has changed now. You are going to become a doula, and you're going to offer your doula birthing services free of charge for the rest of your life. You no longer are allowed to wear any of those gala dresses. And Spirit did make it clear. Once again, we'll go over it. It also includes you need to donate in your closet any pair of shoes that cost over $500. You have to donate any gala dresses that you ever wore to one of these ego-thumping events. That also includes your handbag, your hose, your pantyhose too, your jewelry, the perfume you wore, everything. It will be donated to women who are coming out of jail, felons who are getting a second chance at life. They need those dresses more than you do. You do not need dresses anymore. Your life purpose has changed. You're a doula now. All you are allowed to buy is scrubs for the rest of your life and Crocs. Spirit is allowing you to keep a few things in case you have to go to a funeral or a wedding or something like that. Now, if you don't do this, this is what the karma is for the bloated bobbleheads of moral righteousness. You will set forth a curse upon your family for the next 10 generations. So, your daughters, your daughters' daughters, their 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 daughters, and their daughters will get held down and raped if you don't do it. All because of you. And then they'll be forced to grow a rape baby. It's true. So you have a new divine mission, just like Mother Teresa. Look at you. You ascended up. Just like Mother Teresa. You're going to work the rest of your life free of charge, birthing babies. This is where your destiny has turned to. If you don't clean out that closet today, the curse will start forward on your family bloodline. That's how in over your head you were. And Spirit is giving you one last chance to make it right. Otherwise, 10 descendants of yours will all be assaulted because of you. And then you're going to have to explain to your God who made you God. So there is your collapse of false reality. There is your collapse of false reality. God loves women and children. A woman or a child's body is their body to do with what they want, what they deem. All you bloated bobbleheads of moral righteousness that talk about a 9-month aborted baby, do the fucking statistics. That rarely fucking happens. You're doing psychological torture. Do you realize we have a state where one woman, I can't remember what state it was, she had to go to her higher fucking court of her state and say, Judge, will you make an exception? Can I get an abortion? My fetus doesn't have a skull, and it's gonna die. I don't want to sit here another day and wait and say, is today the day it's gonna die and start rotting inside me? Can you believe women are having to beg? And what did the judge say? What did the hoity-toity? We have decided. We will now make exceptions for fetuses with no skulls. Who the fuck made these people God? The amount of psychological torture that's happening in the name of God, of bloated bobbleheads of moral righteousness, and then washing their hands up. Well, no, I technically don't. No, I think there should be exception for rape or incest. Okay, so there's an exception for that one. Why does your ego think that you can decide where the exceptions are or aren't? Collapse of false reality. Death of the ego. What's up, dudes? So, some projectors' collapses of false reality are happening. So when I watch that channeling back, the people that are forced to go to doula class are the forced birthers, not the pro-choicers. So we have some forced birthers who just had a poof, death chain. I hear the death card, and I hear death changed it all. So a lot of times, if you were raised, especially like Catholic, I'm gonna pop these cards. You could have your mama and daddy's, your mama and daddy's love all wrapped up in being a good Catholic. Look at the Wheel of Fortune. Where you just had to go with the indoctrination that you were raised with. And for example, I'll say Catholic, but it can be any religion. I'm going to be the version my parents need me to be so I can get the best of my mama's love. I'm going to make my mama so fucking proud. And then sometimes, now this didn't happen to me with religion. My family wasn't super tight into religion. But I went to Catholic school, and so I saw that light. Somebody's ancestor is helping a single mother get away from a cheater and an abuser. Here comes your soulmate. The wheel has turned. Your dolphin friend who speaks the same language. So then, if your parent dies, you could be put on a spiritual awakening. The Hanged Man. This is a card often for the spiritual awakening. So what Spirit does is take you by your foot and hang you upside down so you see everything from a totally different perspective. So a lot of people, Spirit's still unfolding it for me. Yeah. Here's the thing. There is no curse going to be put upon anybody's children to be raped if I can have anything to do with that. I rebuke any kind of curse or anything. I am not a witch. I don't do spells. But that fear you felt, or that flexing you felt on the wrong person, on the wrong group, on the wrong thing, the real message was, if you are forced birth, you need to have the death of the ego. Everybody has sovereignty over their own bodies. The mother is not just a vessel. for a bunch of people to use as moral ping pong balls. Direct from spirit, if a woman or a child, and I say child because little girls can get their period at 8 years old, and we have several states, and we have people who still don't fully comprehend what no exception for rape or incest means. A soldier told me, somebody who I admired his service to the military, but like really gets it wrong. He said, they make exceptions for that kind of thing. I said, no, they don't. That's what no exception for rape or incest means. This is my studious Page of Swords person. And this is the dork who might be totally fucking hot now. This is the person who doesn't sit at the stuck-up Heather's table and watches it all happen. Spirit's bringing healing. The arts and entertainment are the oldest form of healing. All the starseeds are getting activated. The earth is a ghetto right now. It's time to bring the collective's vibration up. We have to be wary of people who plant seeds of paranoia within you to make you feel attacked, paranoid, like you're going to lose something, like everything's going to be totally fucked, everything's going to change. But you cannot be oblivious to the truth when things are getting fucked. So you have to like separate. Spirits this whole time separated the wheat from the chaff. The talkers, the people who talk the talk, and the people who walk the walk. Like the posers. Spirit filtered out all the fucking posers. Okay? So something bad will happen to you. In your family line, it's called karma. If you don't learn the lesson and transcend the lesson of the bloated bobblehead of moral righteousness, that is Antichrist behavior. Forcing oppression upon another person because you say so. So you have to remember now, in several states, if you're on a road trip, and that little one, mama says, I'm changing the baby's diaper here in the back seat. There's no other cars here. Just run into that bathroom and go pee real quick and come out. There's a pervert in that bathroom just raped that little girl. Even though that's not the state you live in. Guess where? If you call the cops, guess who's a mom now? Why? Well, because they said so. Think of all these dudes that can just ruin whoever's life. We have to turn this around. We have to understand women are just as important here on planet Earth. We have to understand, let's think about Ireland. In Ireland, the most Catholic place, they have more abortion rights than we do in some states here. The Catholics are literally living their life based on rules that men who have no connection with women, and they're not married, they're celibate. There's a whole lot of gay happening though, under the robes. The boys club, the dudes club. Hypocrites. Fleecing God. Passing the basket around. Pass the basket around. That Paula White documentary, bah, that was gross, wasn't it? If you missed it, I'll link it. Catholic Church had to sell off some schools. My own school was one. Pay pedophile fees. And they also, I think the quote was, they're hoping for the generosity of the Catholic community to band together and pay off the pedophile fees for their club they're part of. Now think of all the money you've donated to whatever religion. And think if you would have put that in a bank account for your kid. Religion shouldn't cost money. God loves you whether or not you got money. People who get tax breaks for being a religion and then running a whole entire business as a religion should not be able to say and brainwash. Listen up, evangelical Christians. Should not be able to swoop into brown and black communities, get off their plane, swoop in, and tell a bunch of people with hypnotizing cadence, calling it preaching, that their hopes and dreams won't come true unless they give money. The more money you give, that's what you'll get. The whole universe had secondhand embarrassment over the, quote, fakey jive walk, unquote. Full-blown charlatan. So just know, if you donate money to your religion, the money you are donating when they're passing around is supposed to go for the church, the building, the upkeep of the building, so you all have someplace to go, and the salary for the pastor or whoever is running. That's what the money is supposed to go to. It's not supposed to go to millionaires who are running their whole lifestyle through the lens of a religious leader, saying, oh, I don't even take a salary. Yeah, but you own the fucking religion business. That you have your private plane under that religion business. You have your big mega mansion under that religion business. These are mega $1 million businesses that are getting absolute track record. I hear a track star. I see somebody, wah! Like pole vaulting. And then they swoop into these impoverished communities and say things like, your hopes and dreams won't come true unless you give money out. Spirit wants to say, for the record, God loves you whether or not you have money. Your hopes and dreams will come true whether or not you have money. People with more money do not get more preferential treatment with God. People with more money do not get to decide what's best for everybody else. They just happen to have more money. People with more money, especially people who can, like, let's see it just, we see all these, like, highly intelligent people that can play with numbers like a game, and they can just rack up just wealth. Yeah, you're not supposed to be a dragon that just sits on your fucking hoard. You're supposed to be sharing it with people who have earned it. You're not supposed to use your hoard to manipulate. You're supposed to be providing for the people, who need help counting their beans because they taught you how to fucking love. You don't just be a taker and then split. You just don't leave members of your soul family fucking stranded. A bunch of bloated bobbleheads of moral righteousness. Egos, totally blew up. Knight of Swords. So, you could feel mad at Spirit. You could feel mad at me. You could be projecting and being like, why is she making this happen to me? I'm not making it happen to you. I'm a member of your soul family that came in to explain what's going on. If you're a starseed, you got activated. You have to look at it as you got drafted by the galaxy. Spirit don't give a shit how much money you got or don't got. Your mind is going to start expanding. And with that, you will start expanding past your religion, your indoctrination that you got. And you will have a complete collapse of false reality. And it can be very traumatic and very scary. And you can get mad at God. You can get mad at the universe. You can get mad at everybody. You can beg for your old life to come back. You can beg to go back to sleep. You might be surrounded by people who haven't been awakened. It could feel like mental torture. You could feel like you're losing everything you ever believed in as you just keep expanding. So my advice is, if religion was very important to you in your life, you don't have to lose it, because every religion has beautiful, beautiful parts of it. And every religion has total fucking bullshit. So what I would say is, celebrate the highest vibration of your religion. Don't use your religion in the lowest, most rotten fruit, low-hanging fruit vibration, where you have a bloated bobblehead of moral righteousness over everyone else. Why? Because your religion says so. But you will expand beyond the confines of religion. Spirit will cut soul ties you have with people. Shoes might mean something. I keep looking at shoelaces. Shoes. You will change vibrations. And you might just like, it's like almost like energetically, you just like skyrocket past a whole bunch of people. And then it's like, you can see them kind of energetically, still kind of back in Grossville. And Spirit is removing people like that from your life. You may all of a sudden just like not resonate with somebody you used to totally resonate with. And that can get hard. Because it's like when you throw a rock in the water. Those rings. Spirit starts with a way outside ring. Yeah. Those random people, the bitches at the mall, whatever it is, those random people. That one neighbor down the street that you always just kind of suck up to because you can feel them flexing on you. And so you're like, I got to set this energy straight. This person, no, they got to learn. I'm a good person. Yeah, all of a sudden you won't care. You'll stop saying, yeah, I like your jacket. Yeah, you just be like, whatever. Then the next ring in. Something a little closer. Whatever it is. And it's not like you bitch these people out or you tell them to go fuck off or whatever. It's like you peacefully detach and start floating away. But as the circles get closer and closer, here's what's happening. Spirit is removing abusers out of your life. And as it gets closer and closer, it'll hurt more. Because these abusers are people you may love, you may care about, maybe all you know. But you will be forced to acknowledge the abuse. And then you'll find the emotional cord gets cut. So what has happened is that person had this beautiful golden ticket to the coolest, most fun, sexiest train there is, called You, the big train. And they were careless and cruel with you and ripped up that golden ticket right in front of you and threw it in your face and turned around and walked away. So they no longer get to ride the cool, fun, sexy train that is You. That seat that person had an opportunity to take on your big train is now going to be replaced. Your guides have been working on this. Look what I got ya. This is off of my card for Divine Feminine Showgirl. A super empath, a sweet pea, a lover, a soulmate. Somebody cooler is coming in. Somebody who understands, who's gone through the same thing, who is also awakened. who lives in the same reality called the truth that you do. Some people might live together, they might work together. But part of it is learning how to get out of your own way. Part of it is moving past the illusions of energy vampires, karmics, people who want you in Grossville. Yeah, because they live a great life over in Grossville. All the people that have been riding people's coattails for far too long are getting removed because the blessings are for the rightful receivers. You got everything but the one that makes you happy, right? Well, here they come. All right, let's do a final split and see what it is. Oh. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. This took a long time. We've got some major light workers coming together that have destined galactic missions. These people knew each other in a past life. Funny people. And they can do higher vibrational paradigm shifts. These are grid leaders, grid workers, lighthouses. I see a lighthouse. Serious energy workers, galactic agents, starseed. If you accept your starseed mission, Spirit will work with you. All right. And all those bitches, man, they're going to watch. There's a whole bunch of bitches that are going to learn, yeah, their lesson out of this whole thing. You should have been fucking nicer, you fucking Heathers. If you're a starseed and you got picked on in school, if you have like some certain bullies that you can still remember their names, go Google them. Oh, look what just popped out. Go Google them. Guaranteed they're nothing special, right? Just your average broski. Probably got a wife that's a second-rate version of everybody else. Husband, plastic man, second-rate version of everyone else. Yeah, that person peaked in fucking high school. No, bullies will do a psychic attack on you. And here is your justice. You're fucking hot. It's true. It's true. All the dorks. 8 of Wands, love arrows coming in fast. You got your karmic rewards. They're nothing special. You're fucking hot, and guess what you're getting? Woo! All right, dudes, there's your talk. Weird how that all unfolded. One side, one side, one side. So for the record, okay, if you went to a forced birth gala, also called pro-life, yeah, stop doing that. Be an empress. Go clean out your closet and donate those dresses to actual living, breathing people who need your help. Not like this mythical baby soul. Yes, there is a fetus there. It's a seed. The seed has gotten some roots out of it. Yeah. It's not a fucking peach tree. Help people whose lives you can change instead of forcing people to live in systematic poverty. His message.